but I want to talk about some of the questionable decision making that the UFC has been making with their matchmaking, because there's been some banger fights that have been made, such as Giga Chikadze versus Calvin Kattar, and also Jorge Masvidal versus Leon Edwards. Those are absolute massive fights, but in terms of how that is going to work long term, if the wrong guy wins for the UFC, it can vastly shake up how the champion, like just how the rankings and how kind of the order will be. Because if you have Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal, Jorge's got destroyed twice by the champion, Kamaru Usman. What happens if he lands a crazy right hand against Leon Edwards and it shakes up the division entirely? That's just gonna be super confusing, because he's still up there, but Leon Edwards wants to get it, like he's like almost next in line for a title shot. Besides that if Leon Edwards loses that fight, it's obviously the next title shot's gonna go to Vicente Luque. But it's just really frustrating because you want to keep these new bodies in, because we've already had Jorge Masvidal fight twice. We have Colby Covington who's going to be fighting Kamaru twice. This is going to be his second time fighting him. If Jorge Masvidal lands a crazy right hand, it just eliminates a new guy from the title picture. You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
Like, it's just really frustrating to me. And don't even get me started on Giga Chikadze versus
Don't even get him started.
Yair Rodriguez. Okay, let's talk about this right now. Yair Rodriguez, I was texting my friend. Max Holloway, I would give him probably a 99.5% chance of winning that. Bianca would probably say 99.6 because she loves to just, whenever we rank movies or something, she just likes to do 1 point better than me, because we watched some, what was that one? Candyman? Candyman is actually a hella good movie that we watched. And
it was good.
I was like, I would give it a solid 8.5. And she's like, I go like 8.6.
Because that 1 point makes a difference. You can round down or you round it up. And 8.6
whole numbers
is rounded up to a 9.
Huh?
And
what are you talking about?
I would say 8.4. It technically gets rounded up to a 9, but it can still go down to an 8.
No, it's at 8.6 actually. Because if you're locking that in 8.6, if you feel like it's a 9,
no, but
if you want to round up by 8.5, say 9.
If you say an 8.6, you know that it's closer to a 9 than it is an 8. Like when I look at something, I'm like, it's an 8.6. Okay, so it's pretty much a 9.
Okay. Then why not just say 9? Also growing this sucker out for Movember already. I'm hoping by the end of October, I will be able to gel this sucker up.
You won't.
It's already getting long. It gets long on the side, like Fu Man.
No, it actually kind of does.
Like those are the longest fibers are on the outside part.
The fibers?
The fibers. Don't touch my.
They look good. What the heck? It looks good.
Yeah. I keep the little soul patch going there too, just to compliment it. Okay, all right. I will get on that. All right.
This is getting just as long as
I'll get on that. Let's get back to Yair versus Max.
See, as soon as I add in my input, it's no longer relevant to him.
She's telling me to shave. This is stuff that I hear outside of the podcast. Oh. Maybe stop doing your eyebrows flared up.
Just did it today.
No. You've done this.
I did it
a handful of times now.
Maybe 5 months ago.
100% a handful of times now. I think it looks fine. I wish you could see my face right now. So questionable matchmaking by the UFC, am I right?
Right.
Max Holloway, 99.6% chance of winning this fight versus Yair, but we're one spinning wheel kick away from kissing the trilogy fight with Alexander Volkanovski goodbye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though Max is the toughest fighter in the featherweight division, arguably, especially toughest fight for the champ, Yair could ruin that with one crazy kick, one crazy elbow, and could hit Max right on the button, even though Max, he doesn't even get knocked down by Dustin Poirier, who's an absolute welterweight at 155 pounds. But yeah, that's what I was just thinking. And then on top of that, we have a great fight between Calvin Kattar and Giga Chikadze. But this is where I've got a little bit of another issue with this, is because Giga Chikadze is in the same type of position as Leon Edwards, and Calvin Kattar just is coming off an absolute dismantling. He got destroyed by Max Holloway, and that just goes to show the discrepancy in talent level between Max Holloway and the rest of the top guys in the top five.
Word.
Huh?
Good vocab word.
Oh.
Discrepancy. Define it, please.
Discrepancy. A difference in shit. Discrepancy. There's one thing is like one person's better and there's like a gap in between.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
You don't. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I just know what context to use it in.
So I can't help you.
I love the tangents we go off on.
I'm sorry.
What was I talking about?
The discrepancy?
Oh yeah. Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar. God, I hate you, dude. See, like Max Holloway, he's gonna beat Brian Ortega every time. He's gonna beat Yair Rodriguez. Hopefully, he's gonna beat Chan Sung Jung every single time. He destroyed Calvin Kattar, and Calvin Kattar's a top 5 guy. Now we're gonna bring Giga Chikadze in there, and Calvin Kattar is one of the toughest guys in the 145-pound division. And what if Giga can't get him out of there? And Calvin Kattar lands one on the chin because he's got some of the best boxing in the featherweight division. I would give Giga probably an 85% chance of winning this fight. But in that extra 15 or so, in that extra 50 or so percent that doesn't happen, what are we doing? We're just taking away contenders. If you want Giga Chikadze, give him to freaking Yair Rodriguez. I was making this point. UFC is already kind of frustrated with Yair because he hasn't fought in forever. And yeah, when's the last time Yair's fought? Let me look this up really fast. Yeah, he hasn't won since he beat Jeremy Stevens in 2019. Magomed Cherrypop is going to come back. That's going to be crazy. He's going to be an awesome guy to throw back into that mix. But like I'm saying, give Giga to Yair and let Max and Volk fight again because Volk wants to fight again. You know what I mean? It's just really not good, in my opinion, ideas to potentially throw an absolute hitch in a big money. Like they're looking at it as win now. These are going to be massive fights, guaranteed bangers between Kattar and Giga Chikadze. But is it worth it in the end when you have a trilogy fight between the Hawaiian Warrior and Alexander Volkanovski? I just don't get why you would put any of this in jeopardy. And Leon Edwards, and people are going to want to tune into that since that people are going to want to tune into a Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman fight, but we just kiss that bye-bye if Jorge lands a big right hand. I mean, Jesus Christ, why would we take risks on that? I don't know. But that's kind of my rant on that right there. It's frustrating to me to see some of these fights get made, but at the same time, I'll tune into it every single time because it's a guaranteed banger between Kattar and Giga, a guaranteed banger between Max and Yair. Probably a one-sided banger, more like Max banging his fist off Yair's head.
Weight class, though, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's all 145 pounders. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.